Got a question for you, bro.
Hey, what up?
What happens after you die? You ever thought about it before?
Yeah, I think everybody does.
What do you think happens?
I think that um, you you just die, and your body decomposes and feeds the ground, and then the ground feeds the earth, and then the earth fucking feeds the beings. It's just the cycle of life, man.
That's true, my friend. What about your soul? What do you think happens to that?
I think that it leaves impressions on people, but I don't know. I think it fades out.
Let's say you're
I
right.
think
Let's say you die and it fades out, you got no worries, the end. But what if you're wrong? What if you die and you end up in hell with no escape? Wouldn't that be a terrible gamble?
think that um, I don't know. I don't consider it a gamble. I don't murder people, bro.
If you're wrong forever in hell. That's the tragic thing, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not a bad guy, so we're chilling.
You're right, you're probably not a bad guy. You know, you can always look around and see people worse off than you in prison or whatnot. But the
Yeah,
standard is not between us and other people, it's between us and God. The Bible tells you how to go to heaven. You ever heard it?
the Bible's been rewritten like thousands of times too, and it's just like a moneymaker, man.
You know, God promised to preserve His word. What if what you believe is wrong? Is that the gamble you
Well,
want to take for eternity?
what about like fucking like ducks and fucking like hermit crabs and shit like that? Like it literally makes no sense. They don't think about that shit.
Yeah, because
We're
they
just
don't have a
people, man.
soul. They're not sentient, conscious beings like we are.
I don't believe that at all. I believe everything that has life is not conscious, of course, because they don't have the neurons to like develop thought.
Sure.
But I think that their life is. I think that a amoeba is his life is worth as much as mine.
You think your amoeba has a mind and a soul?
No, but I think that
That's the difference between us and the amoeba.
okay. I then anything with a brain, anything with a fucking brain, I guess. But but I wouldn't say that something with a brain is worthy of life more than something without one. I wouldn't say that.
That's really interesting. That's a good opinion that you have. But here's the thing the Bible tells us that man is created in the image of God. We are unique, we have a soul, and that soul goes on forever, either in heaven or hell. Have you ever
We're
heard
just
that?
Homo sapiens. Yeah. Of course, everyone's heard that, man. Everyone's heard it.
Has anyone ever showed you how to make peace with God and end up in heaven before?
Yeah, bro. I fucking live in Utah.
Yeah, what did they show you?
Uh, they they just shove religion down your throat here, man.
That's sad, man. What I'm talking about is a relationship between you and God, not religious tenets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends what your definition of God is because everyone has the right to their own definition of God.
That's true, they have the rights, but that doesn't mean that all of their ideas of God are true or the same. They can't all be
Yeah,
right at the same time, you know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Truth is
you and I
truth.
can believe something totally different because at the end of the day, who knows?
Truth is truth, and there's one truth. If we're wrong, we're wrong. Forever. That's the gamble, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, man, I'm gonna dip out, but
Wait,
you have a
hold
good
on.
one.
You sound like a very smart guy. Give me your email address. I want to send you a book. It's called One Heartbeat Away. It's an ebook. It'll change your
No,
life. I promise you. Don't be
no,
afraid.
no. I have my own relationship with God, and
It doesn't sound like that relationship will get you to heaven though. It sounds like you believe when you die you're just going to be a particle in the ground. That's tragic, you know?
yeah. Do you know who else thinks that? Like a trillion, or not trillions, but billions of people.
That's right,
Lots of
but
people think
number
that.
doesn't determine correctness, you know what I mean? A lot of millions of people believe Hitler was right, but he wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but what about someone that's born with such a severe autism that they can't even like form the thought to think about God? Are they unworthy?
Well, God is the source of justice, he's also the source of grace. You don't think he'll be gracious towards a person that is not able to comprehend?
That's kind of my point with everything. I'm gracious to all life. I'm not gonna kill a spider in my apartment. Like I feel like
That's
I feel
true,
like
but you might swallow one in your sleep without knowing about it.
yeah, you might stutter and say holy fucking shit in the middle of your sleep. You might sleep talk that.
You're
And
right. You're right. And nobody's
maybe you don't
perfect.
like to curse.
See, now you're
Yeah.
starting to think like the Bible. That's what the Bible teaches. Nobody's perfect. We all sin. That's the problem with us.
Yep.
The standard is not between you and me or another human. It's between us and God. It's like if you have a cup of water and you drop one thing of poison in it, it's going to corrupt the whole thing. It's the same with our soul. One sin is all it takes to separate us from God. That's the difference
Yep.
between us and God.
Well, shit. All
I
right, bye, bro.